Oh, good morning, Yuriki, and Happy New Year. Although it is a bit of a belated Happy New Year. I made my last video on the 22nd of December, and I said that I will be back on the 2nd, which I was. Unfortunately, I encountered a bit of hardware issues, PCs not working, etc., etc., that had to be fixed first, but a couple of days later, I am back, and glad to see what this year brings us, and happy to for what lies in store. For in case you don't know, my name is Yuri. I make and post these videos for myself as well as anyone else that might find this content useful. Um, and I started doing that just basically because I could not find the content that I was looking for on a Bitcoin YouTube prediction video in roughly about 10 minutes or less, because I spent hours and hours of watching these videos, subscribe to five or more channels, and not getting the information that I need. The long and the short is, I want to see a video today that will tell me in what direction the price is likely to go. I want to know where I should long, where I should short, at what price, and what I should do if it does not. I also want to make money on every 4 hour candle as far as that is possible. Um, Now, with that said and done, and with understanding that this is not financial advice and that I cannot be held accountable or responsible for content that is my own opinion, my own views, and a video to myself, let's first straight jump into the prediction that I made on the 22nd of December, which is now more than 2 weeks ago. And let's have a look and see how that played out. Eriki, so the long and the short, let's jump in. I'm pretty happy right off the bat. Things went really well for me. Um, it was right over here. At that time was probably, I would imagine, in the region of 4 o'clock in the morning. Today is basically the same. It's about 20 minutes past 4. Price at that stage when I made the video was 44,100. At 8 minutes 10 seconds into that video, I said I see two triangle formations, and the first one is telling me that the price will go down. So let's evaluate that one. Well, if you did nothing else for the last 2 weeks, you went in at 44,100 and you put in a short, you would still be in a profit of, or a profit trading range of roughly about $5 or $600. So, well, that's correct. That's a good one. Although that's obviously not how I play it and how I did play it over the holiday season. Um, exactly 9 minutes into the video, I said that I see a longer term triangle as well, which tells me that there is more or less a top of about 45,900 and that the bottom should be in the region of 40,700. So let's evaluate. Okay, so let's see. If you put in a short at 45,900, as I said, and which was what I did, 45,900. What is the highest that we came up to? We came, oh goodness, that one is in the way. The highest point we came up to was 45,965. So I was correct with that price prediction with about $65 to spare. You would have had to have a bit of patience, not to enter for a couple of days. But if you listen to it and if you follow that advice, the lowest that it came down to right after that, remember I said I think the lowest will be 40,700. What was the lowest that it came down to? That was this candle over here, 40,200. So I was correct on that price with and you could have gone about $500 more. So the long and the short is, if you followed the top that I gave and you followed the bottom that I gave, which was exactly what I did, that is basically a $5,000 trade that you could have made money on. Absolutely fantastic. Very happy with that. It's really difficult to make long-term predictions, um, and be correct. So I'm really happy on that one. I'm really hoping someone did watch my video, someone did follow that that thought that I had. If you did, please leave a like on my video. It would be nice to know that I'll at least help someone make money on trading. Now, Yuriki, what does that do to my track record? I have now made and posted 74 videos in total. Of that 74, 54 of them were correct. 8 of them were neutral. 12 of them was wrong, and that gives me an 83.78% correct prediction rating on the videos that I'm making and the content that I'm posting. So, good, happy, very happy with that. Yuriki, now let's have a look. What do you expect is going to happen today? Well, firstly, right off the bat, I can see that there is a lot of support and a lot of sentiment in the market that the price could go up. I do believe that there's a good possibility, or from what I read, there's a good possibility that there might be an ETF approval, maybe even announced today. If that happens, price is obviously going to shoot up. Although I don't think that it is going to be as high as it would have been. I think that price, that ETF approval has now been talked about and expected for months, or at least 2 months. There was middle December when everyone said it will be coming out. Um, so I think that would have been priced in. So what I can see, and I work on my triangles, I work on my lines. I can currently see that we find ourselves in two triangle formations. The first one is telling me that the price today would go down. Price currently is 43, let's call it 380, just to round it off. The first triangle formation over here again tells me price is going to go down. The top, if you're not in a trade and you want to put in a short, Yuriki, would be to put in a short at 44,550 and then take profit when at 39,950. That would be my first trading setup that I would consider for today. What could also possibly happen again, because there is another triangle formation, a bigger triangle formation that we find ourselves into, that tells me that the price is going to go up, or and that it could go up. Is what I'm thinking is, if we do get a little bit of support in the next hour, let's see how this is going to play out. The hour that we're currently in are quite important. It depends what happens on this line over here, but not to confuse myself or not to confuse anyone that's watching this video, what I think is going to happen is price is going to go down. Price will come down to roughly about this region, 39,950, and then from there it would go up. If there is a pre, it would go up, and it would go up to somewhere in the region of 44,050. If there is an ETF approval today, I think that is basically the biggest thing that you have to take into consideration. So remember, any trade that you enter, you never enter with everything that you've got at your disposal. Make sure that you have got the ability or the account balance to be incorrect at least 20 times. So if you've got an account balance of 2,000 Rand or $2,000, you only start with $100 trade, and then you work your way up. So if you put in a short at 44,550, you can put in another short you can add to that at 45,250, and you can add again at 45,850. That would be the trading strategy that I'm going to follow. And then a possible long position to consider is, I would consider a long at 39,950 for today. Now, Yuriki, with that said and done, remember, always do your own research. Do not get confused or influenced by what you see on prediction videos. Follow your own rules, follow your own triangles, trade your lines, and have a wonderful day. Again, out until tomorrow.